And moving on, India's beauty tech space just got a major glow up. Kult, a next-gen discovery platform, has raised $20 million in a Series A funding round. The round was led by the M3M Family Office. With AI at its core and personalization as its promise, Kult is blending tech and beauty like never before. The goal, to simplify how Indians shop for skincare and makeup with smarter recommendations, inclusive visuals, and a curated global catalogue. Joining us now to discuss this further is Karishma Singh, the founder and CEO at Kult. Karishma, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. You know, like I pointed out, you're a beauty tech and discovery platform. If you could sort of take us through what inspired you to build Kult and what was the gap that you saw in the market?
Hi, thank you for having me. And just to answer your question, you see, all my experience has been through investment banking, right? So I was very fortunate to observe businesses from a close seat, a lot of digital first businesses. But when I looked at beauty and e-commerce, and I was an avid user throughout, it seemed very outdated. It seemed very broken, right? So we don't have any offline retail infrastructure in India. It's still very, very nascent compared to the West. So as a user, if you have to decide, okay, what is the product that I want to buy, which sunscreen to use, what lipstick to buy, it would take you like hours of research on the internet, right? Because the most traditional e-commerce players have the same copy-paste template where they will list the products, a consumer needs to search a product and then scroll through thousands of options. And that is the problem that we are trying to address here, where we say that can a consumer come onto the platform without, knowing what they want to buy and still are able to make a decision. And we are using a lot of AI and personalization to enable that.
Right. And, India's D2C market is sort of an overcrowded space, to say. So if you could take us through the firm's AI-driven personalization and what actually works behind the scenes, and how do you sort of stay ahead of competition?
So I'll give you a little context here, right? So to set things into perspective, when we look at any other e-commerce player, right, whoever that be, it can be in fashion, it can be in beauty, and I'm talking about the mature players here. Most of them, when they claim personalization, they are talking about, say, segmenting their users into 30 or at max 40 personas, right? As compared to that, when you look at Kult, within just skincare, we have over 96,000 unique skincare personas, right? So that's what we mean when we say hyper-personalized. It's not an approximation, it's a one-on-one. And how that works is we approach it category by category. So it's very different the way it will work in a skincare. So when a consumer comes in and gives us a little bit of information about their skin and needs, eventually what happens is the algorithm is able to give them for each product, what the relevancy score is for this product for this particular user. Even the product descriptions, right? These are not something we write manually. These are all automated, generated for each user. So you'll see a different product description and I will see a different product description. And in makeup, it goes very, very different, where for each product, like up until now, the industry, when you say, oh, this color is a red or this color is a pink, they would approach it manually.
Right. And
yeah.
Sure. And you've raised this $20 million. If you could take us through how you're planning to allocate these funds?
Yes. So we've just finished our 20 million fundraise, like you mentioned. A significant chunk of this capital will be utilized in scaling our AI behind our product, right? So we are talking about not just one feature or a chatbot, we are talking about touch points across apps. So whether it's your routines, personalization, dynamic imagery, dynamic kits, right? So we will be able to offer a radical experience within the category. And of course, we will also be scaling our assortment. So some part of the capital will be utilized secondly for that. Our core focus is on partnering with a lot of international beauty brands exclusively. And of course, scaling the business, scaling the orders, that's one of our goals for the next 12 months.
Yeah, and speaking about scaling your orders, you aim to process 10,000 orders a day by the end of 2025. So what's the roadmap to sort of get there? And how many new products do you hope to onboard?
So currently we have almost around out of 250 brands that we have on board. We have 15 brands which are only exclusive to Kult. These are international brands. Over the next 12 months, we are looking at least 40% of our assortment exclusive to us, right? So we are looking at somewhere around 40,000 SKUs is what towards the end of 12 months we will be. And to achieve our orders, our core four fundamentals remain the same. It's scaling the assortment, which is going to be differentiated, but also a differentiated experience using AI to help the user discover, right? So it's one thing to partner with an international brand and list it on the platform, but it's another thing where a consumer can come and actually discover whether this product will work for them and whether they want to transact.
Sure. And if you could sort of take us through your current presence, what's the expansion plan on this front? Any new geographies you're looking to enter?
See, beauty in India, it's a very pan-India approach, right? So it's not like it's just the metro cities or the tier one or the tier two, right? Even though we are a young company, we've already served over 6,000 pin codes, right? So we are already present pan-India. Having said that, our current operations are fulfilled from Delhi and NCR, right? So our warehousing and fulfillment is here. Over the next 6 months, we would be scaling it to the top 10 cities to be able to offer a better, delivery timelines. That's our focus.
All right. And if you could quickly tell us, if you could take us through your business model, what's the kind of revenues that you've clocked and where do you hope to end this year?
So currently, because like I said, we are a young company, we are seeing a lot of traction. We are growing our orders every month, 100%. And for the next 12 months, our goal is to sustain this, right? So have 100% month-on-month order growth. And some of the matrices that we track, right? One of the key indicator in our business is something called average order value. Our current average order value, surprisingly, is 2,800 INR, which is way, way ahead of the industry average, which currently stands at 1,900. So these are some of the key, very encouraging feedback that we've received on our platform.
All right, great. Karishma, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street, and we wish you all the best going forward with this.
Thank you. Thank you so much.